Major power shift has happened in the national capital. Today, the Aam Aadmi Party announced the name of Atishi as Delhi's next chief minister. She succeeds the party chief Arvind Kejriwal, who met with LG a short while back and submitted his resignation from that position. In fact, Atishi's name was proposed by none other than Kejriwal himself, and then the entire party gave its nod for that decision. She now is the second current woman chief minister in the country, following West Bengal's Mamata Banerjee. However, for Atishi, there is only one person who truly deserves to sit on the chief minister's chair, and that is Arvind Kejriwal. She thanked her party chief but vowed that the entire party will work towards ensuring Kejriwal returns as chief minister. Atishi, remember, she was a front runner in the list of possible names for the top post, and then she had also assumed a central role in the party after Kejriwal and Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia's arrest in the Delhi excise policy scam case. Atishi also lambasted the BJP for allegedly keeping Kejriwal behind bars for 6 long months. And even as Aam Aadmi Party stands united in this decision, the BJP and Congress are calling Atishi a mere proxy puppet. I beg your pardon, BJP calling Atishi a mere proxy puppet. So the question is this a political masterstroke or an attempt to clean the Aam Aadmi Party's image after corruption allegations and jail time by Arvind Kejriwal? We'll go to that discussion in just a bit. We'll be joined by a special guest to take that discussion further. But let's take a look at some reactions, some political reactions that are coming in, including what Atishi had to say after that discussion was after that decision was taken.
आम आदमी पार्टी के सारे विधायक, दिल्ली के 2 करोड़ लोग इस मुहिम में जुट गए हैं कि आने वाले चुनाव में अरविंद केजरीवाल जी को मुख्यमंत्री बनाना है। लेकिन जब तक चुनाव नहीं होता, अरविंद केजरीवाल जी ने भरोसा कर मुझ पे ये जिम्मेदारी दी है और आने वाले कुछ महीने तक, जब तक ये जिम्मेदारी मेरे पास है, तब तक मेरे 2 काम रहेंगे। एक, ये मुहिम चलाना कि कैसे अरविंद केजरीवाल जी और दिल्ली के हम लोग मिलकर दिल्ली के लोगों के साथ अरविंद केजरीवाल जी को फिर से दिल्ली का मुख्यमंत्री बनाएं। और जब तक चुनाव नहीं होते, तब तक दिल्ली के लोगों की रक्षा करना कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी षड्यंत्र रचकर दिल्ली के लोगों की बिजली, फ्री बिजली, अच्छे स्कूल, मोहल्ला क्लिनिक में इलाज बंद ना कर दे, ये मेरी जिम्मेदारी रहेगी।
Today I'm very disheartened and disappointed, both as a woman, as a citizen of Delhi. What she said was that in Delhi there is only one CM and it is going to be only Mr. Arvind Kejriwal ji. मैं पूछना चाहती हूँ आतिशी जी, क्या बात, आप केवल पद देंगी, दायित्व नहीं मोटेंगी क्या? क्या अरविंद केजरीवाल जी अब सत्ता भोगते रहेंगे बिना किसी जिम्मेदारी के? और मैं पूछना चाहती हूँ, आप खुद एक महिला पॉलिटिशियन हैं, आज तो आपने महिला सशक्तिकरण की ये जो पूरी मूवमेंट है, इसको 1000 साल पीछे कर दिया आपने इस एक बयान से।
आतिशी का पूरा नाम क्या है?
आतिशी मरलेना।
मुझे वही तो पता लगा कि बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग लगा। मरलेना, मार्क्सिस्ट और लेनिन नाम को जोड़ के मारलेना बनाया। तो दिल्ली को कोई मार्क्सिस्ट लेनिनिस्ट चलाएगा क्या? हम आतिशी मरलेना कौन है, क्या है, मेरा उससे मतलब नहीं है, लेकिन विचार, जब अफजल गुरु का तो फांसी हुआ, अफजल गुरु को फांसी नहीं होना चाहिए। पार्लियामेंट में अटैक किया, इनोसेंट लोगों को मारा, लेकिन फिर भी उसको फांसी नहीं लगना चाहिए करके आतिशी का ये परिवार वालों ने ही तो पूरा ये सिग्नेचर कैंपेन चलाया है। देश कैसे चुपचाप बैठते हैं? दिल्ली वाला भुगत रहा है।
All right, so strong political reactions coming in so far as this new development is concerned. And to discuss this further, I'm now joined by Yuvraj Pokharna, columnist. Thank you very much, Yuvraj, for joining us here on ET Now. First things first, what explains this new development, considering that this is coming in just a few months away from the Delhi Assembly election? And even though the opposition has repeatedly been asking for Arvind Kejriwal's resignation after he went to jail on allegations of corruption, however, that did not really come about. So what explains this move coming in as it does now?
Well, Sumita, until yesterday, even I was making a virtue out of necessity when I heard that Arvind Kejriwal is having a major rejig, and that too to the tune of changing the chief minister of Delhi. But today, when I carefully read this, I feel that it's a very master stroke, but yes, it is politically very clever stroke, but it is very Machiavellian in design. I'll tell you how. First of all, Arvind Kejriwal has nothing but proved to be anti-women. I'll tell you how. Bibhav Kumar, who's out on bail on crime against his own party member, Rajya Sabha member, and he is seen hobnobbing with the former CM. Number one, Sunita Kejriwal herself tweeted the photo of Bibhav Kumar. That is true. And now he has chosen to make Atishi a scapegoat. Atishi, a strong women voice who's so much educated, who has been the face of education movement in Delhi. She is now the scapegoat, and she's compelled to do a presser stating that अरविंद केजरीवाल जी मेरे गुरु हैं और मैं एक डोरमेट की तरह बैठी हूं. जब तक केजरीवाल आएंगे तब तक मैं हूं और फिर मैं सारा राम राज्य केजरीवाल जी को दे दूंगी. So is Delhi a fiefdom of Kejriwal ji? But yes, to what you're asking, there was a heavy anti-incumbency on part of Kejriwal, and he also wanted to give a message to all the male leaders who were eyeing the post of chief ministership. And he also, I feel, wanted to cut short all the leaders like Sanjay Singh, Manish, Satyendra Jain. So this was his way of messaging कि ये मेरी पार्टी है, मैं एंटी इनकम्बेंसी को भी काउंटर करूंगा, सारे मेल लीडर्स को भी बिठा दूंगा. And now he will play his usual victim card and he will go asking for votes. So this is a strategy that Kejriwal played.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so you are saying that this is a political masterstroke. Perhaps an Aam Aadmi Party is trying to stem anti-incumbency, as you claim. And also joining us now is Neerja Chaudhary, journalist and political commentator. Thank you very much, ma'am. If you could respond and react to what Yuvraj is stating, that this is indeed a political masterstroke that has been taken just months away of the Haryana Assembly elections and, of course, the Delhi February 2025 Assembly elections as well. In fact, we've just gotten a release by the BJP, wherein the BJP National General Secretary Shri Tarun Chugh states that Atishi as Aam Aadmi Party CM would be a national security concern. In fact, the BJP has also stated that, you know, Atishi has probably supported terror elements in the past. Her parents wrote a mercy petition as well. Would you agree with what the BJP supporters and, of course, what the BJP is stating so far as, you know, this elevation of Atishi is concerned?
Look, I think the BJP has criticized Atishi, Mr. Kejriwal, Aam Aadmi Party, and this latest ploy of Mr. Kejriwal to resign. And of course, the battle has begun between the BJP and the Aam Aadmi Party in full earnest in preparation for the assembly elections, whether they'll be held with Maharashtra elections in November or they'll be held as scheduled in February. That's another matter. But Mr. Kejriwal has caught his opponents by surprise. That is very, very clear. Now, will his gamble work? It's a huge gamble he's taken. Of course, he knows that every election you need to have a fresh narrative. You cannot rely on old themes. You cannot only say that we did this Bigli Panji school, hospital, free travel for women in buses, because that is something they encashed last time also. So he's got to have a new discourse, new narrative. And he's made a virtue of a necessity by resigning and saying, let the people of Delhi decide whether I am Imandar or Gunagar. If the people of Delhi give the Aam Aadmi Party a mandate, in some way the sting from the case that he faces and his colleagues face will get diluted. Of course, the legal part of it will continue. But since he's made that as the central theme of the narrative for the elections. Now, having resigned, we don't know whether it's going to work. We don't know whether it's going to generate sympathy for him. But having resigned, he had to choose somebody to replace him, again, whether it's for 2 months or 5 months. And I think zeroing in on Atishi is probably a very good choice, according to me, because, you know, she's educated, she's articulate, she's experienced now. And this will, you see, where they have lost out is the middle class of Delhi. In the Jhuggi Jhompris, they have a following. And with the middle, will Atishi have an appeal appeal for the middle class of Delhi, what I call the old Sheila Dixit constituency. And of course, the other thing is the women's constituency, which is very important for the Aam Aadmi Party.
Yes.
Will there be an appeal? And particularly being the youngest CM, and also
yes, and ma'am, she's also held several other portfolios, including finance, education, PWD as well. Yes, so she's held several portfolios as well, ma'am. But Yuvraj, would you agree with Ms. Neerja Chaudhary that, you know, she perhaps is a great choice for the Aam Aadmi Party at this point in time? What do you think really worked for Atishi? And why was she picked? What was the Aam Aadmi Party's intention behind picking Atishi and not actually, you know, picking some of the other leaders that the party has?
See, as I stated in my last interjection, there are myriads of reasons for zeroing in on Atishi. Number one, that she is an educated, articulated voice of Aam Aadmi Party, and being a woman, she being the pick for the CM chair, sidelines all the major contender for Kejriwal ji. And I'm being told that Kejriwal is somewhere very much, what you can say, overprotective of the chair himself. So he wanted to sideline every major leader, including Sanjay Singh. And that is why he has sidelined senior leaders, senior party karyakartas, by choosing and when choosing this Atishi. Second, there was a major chunk of Muslim votes that was with the Aam Aadmi Party for the past decade. But during the last MCD elections, in the constituency of Amanatullah Khan, 4 corporators from Congress won with a thumping majority. So what does it portray? That the Congress is now again wooing the Muslim voters of Delhi. So it is somewhere I see making like a gaslighting statement that, I mean, Kejriwal ji knew it, that the moment Atishi's name would jump out, BJP would harp on to the old videos कि ये अफजल गुरु के समर्थक हैं, ये जिहादियों के समर्थक हैं. So this is in a way signaling to the hardcore Muslim vote. And yes, last but not the least, Kejriwal ji has lost all his moral grandstanding, his moral high grandstanding on being non-corrupted, non-tainted, being a very Naitik kind of person. So he wanted a new face. And who better than Atishi?
Yes, absolutely, Yuvraj. Absolutely, Yuvraj. And let me take that point across to Ms. Neerja Chaudhary. Ms. Chaudhary, now, Yuvraj...
Why Atishi?
All right, let me take that point across to Ms. Neerja Chaudhary. Ms. Neerja Chaudhary, now, you know, Arvind Kejriwal, ever since he went to jail, he's been stating that, you know, he had no hand in the allegations, and of course he's dismissed those allegations that have been made by the BJP. He was perhaps trying to position himself as a phoenix rising from the ashes. And if you remember those visuals of him actually coming out of jail during, you know, elections as well, presented quite a strong visual. So these optics, perhaps, you know, from the look of it, looks great for Aam Aadmi Party. But in election-bound states, how much of an anti-incumbency do you really see, particularly talking about Delhi? Because we've seen several issues as far as clean air is concerned. Stubble burning still remains an issue. You know, electricity is an issue, water, medical facilities, and of course, complete infrastructure breakdown that we saw during, you know, the monsoon, and which actually led to many people actually losing lives as well. Do you think this is going to play out if Arvind Kejriwal is trying to project that he is not really hungry for power and he wants to serve people? Do you think this narrative or this projection is going to, you know, work out for the party at this point?
Look, there is a certain anti-incumbency in Delhi after 10 years. And you're absolutely right. The infrastructure, the potholes, the manholes, and people dying, young people dying with the flooding, all that is absolutely given. And as I said in my earlier comments, the middle class, there is just disenchantment in the middle class towards AAP. So Mr. Kejriwal has to go for a fresh narrative. He cannot rely on old themes and the old things they talked about. And that is what he's trying to create. Will it work or not? Only time will tell. But bringing in a new incumbent in his place is also a break from the past. And so this is a fresh chehra. And will it have an appeal in these sections that have, as I say, become disaffected, middle class, the educated people in the colonies? Because Atishi has come across as, you may, a thing about her is that she comes across as being sincere. She's worked for the transformation of the education sector. And
Yes.
when Kejriwal and Mr. Sisodia and the others were in jail, she took charge. She naturally stepped into that role and was there when the crisis was blowing up everywhere. So I think people have watched that. Probably people would like to give her a chance, even though it's a 2-month chance or 5-month chance or longer, we don't know. Only time will tell that.
Okay. So Yuvraj, final thoughts from you. I mean, Ms. Chaudhary is stating that people would want to give her a chance. How do you see, the future of the Aam Aadmi Party panning out from here? Of course, Atishi has several credits to her name as well. Like I was stating, that she's handled, great education credentials as well. She's handled some of the key portfolios in the national capital as well. But is this gamble going to pay off, and is this, going to work out for the Aam Aadmi Party? And how do you see these two leaders, Arvind Kejriwal and Atishi, emerge from here on, and how will their personalities, at least in the minds of voters, develop from here on up till the election?
Well, in the political circles, there's a chatter that Arvind Kejriwal is a very shrewd and very insecure man. So as I said, after having sidelined all the male leaders of the party, after having to play a gambit, which in his books is a gambit, but in my book, it is a deep gamble. So as it pans out that Atishi is a new face, she's an educated face, but the moment she begins to see a meteoric rise, which I feel that she will enjoy some meteoric rise in the party cadre, Arvind Kejriwal will again turn to be insecure and he will try to cut her in size. But the reason for choosing Atishi, or the main challenge for Atishi, will be to maintain her image. If you all remember, just not a while ago, during 2024 elections, Arvind Kejriwal sought the mandate of Delhi in a slogan, vote for bail. आप मुझे वोट दोगे तो मुझे bail मिलेगा. And he has been vanquished when, as we all know, 7 out of 7 seats are won by BJP. So it is a gambit as per Kejriwal, but it will be interesting to see Atishi rise, and whether the cadre will accept her or not is a question to be, for the future times.
Absolutely, Yuvraj. On that note, thank you very much for joining us. Thank you very much, Ms. Chaudhary, for joining us. Political masterstroke or not, well, there are divided opinions on that, but definitely what all of us can agree on is the rise of a new leader within the Aam Aadmi Party, and that is Atishi. We'll have to wait and see how that gamble that has now been, played by the Aam Aadmi Party will really pan out, especially in the Delhi elections. But definitely the rise of a new leader coming in as it does just before those assembly elections.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.